Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, I will explain a few points that is to get my score in the middle test of peer teaching class. And this assignment given by Mr. Yadin SPD MPD as peer teaching lectures at STKIP Farcendekia NW Sumbawa. And there are 4 questions of these assignments. The first is explains what is the curriculum, syllabus, and lesson plans. And the second question, before teaching, you are obligated to design syllabus and lesson plans and explain some reasons why. The third question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of implementing peer teaching method in the classroom? And the last question is, what are the problems of teaching and learning dealing with the COVID-19 nowadays? Case study, and what are the alternative solutions to overcome the problems? Okay, let's start the first number. Explain what is the curriculum, syllabus, and lesson plan. The curriculum is a set of subject and educational program provided by an educational provider that contains lesson plans that will be given to participants in one period of education. And syllabus is one component of the learning kit of a learning plan in a group of subjects with a specific theme, which include competency standard, basic competence, learning materials, indicators, assessments, time allocations, and learning research developed by each education unit. And the last, lesson plan is the guide of a teacher in teaching in the classroom. The lesson plan is made by the teacher to help him teach in accordance with the competency standards and basic competence on that day. Okay, let we start to number 2. Before teaching, you are obligated to design syllabus and lesson plan. Explain some reasons why. Okay, the benefits of syllabus. Syllabus is useful as a guideline for developing learning tools, starting from planning, managing learning activities, and developing assessment. The syllabus is useful as a guide in learning development, such as making learning plans, managing learning activities, and developing an assessment system. Syllabus is the main source in the preparations of learning plans. And since the learning plans for one competency standard and one basic competency, the syllabus is also useful as a guideline for planning the management of learning activities, for example, classical learning activities, small groups, or individual learning. Likewise, the syllabus is very useful for developing an assessment system. The objectives of the learning implementations plan are to: first, facilitate and improve the results of the teaching and learning process. The second, by preparing learning plans in a professional, systematic, and efficient manner. The teachers will be able to see, observe, analyze, predict learning programs as a logical and planned framework by Kunandar 20 and 11, page 264. And the functions of the learning plan is as a reference for teachers to carry out teaching and learning activities so that it's more directed and runs effectively and efficiently by Kunandar. Okay, we are going to the third number. What are the advantages and disadvantages of implementing peer teaching method in the classroom? Okay, the first advantages. Learning occurs across different domains. And then, pupils gain more feedback as they are working with a tutor to reinforce point specific development in cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domain. The third, tutors gain some training to teach and communications students use in this can act as experience for later life. And the last, give students importance within in lesson keeping them in charge if they have something they must complete. Okay, the disadvantages, that is, students might go off task as they are working with their friends, and then social development could lack if people only work with the same person every time. The third, individuals might not learn as much because tutors are not as experienced as the teachers. And the last, people who are normally the leaders within the students group might take charge too much, meaning others do not get a chance to take part in the teaching sides. Okay, now we are on the last number. What are the problems of teaching and learning dealing with the COVID-19 nowadays? Case study and what are the alternative solutions to overcome the problem? As a student have a problem in learning right now because of the coronavirus case. As a student, we are now required to conduct online learning through various applications such as Moodle, WhatsApp, YouTube, and depending on the direction of the lecturer holding the course. Honestly, this problem that I often encounter in online learning. The first, applications that are required to be used sometimes errors are not in time which make us constrained in sending tasks. And then network that are sometimes slow and make it difficult for me to send assignment. And the last, I have difficulty understanding the contents of the material given by the teachers because I'm not too free to ask the lecturer concerned. I think the solutions is related to the application's use, which is usually not an error in time, so that it may be handled quickly by the lecturer concerned or can provide additional time to students whose applications has errors. And then for slow networks, when sending assignments and others, it might still be solved by validating the lecture's concern. While the next solution is the lecturer or teacher must have a strategy in providing materials as an explanation through video or sounds recording so that we as students can easily understand it. Because if given material to read it will make us difficult to understand every point that is in it. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Apologize my mistake. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.